fish number 4 out of the Secret Lake. 17 pound on the nose. Absolutely run me ragged through weed beds and all sorts. The mouth is absolutely awesome. I know they're not fished for a lot on the deck in here, and not a lot come out, but the mouth condition is lovely. Hopefully it's going to behave. Just get it done and get her back in. Right, let's have a go. Well, it's going to be a nightmare. You're gonna have to bear with me on this one, guys, I think. Come on. Look at that. Pristine. Yeah. Nice and calm once you get them up. Famous last words, and it goes. But yeah, what a fish. Awesome. There's the other side. See, pristine condition. Dark, golden, lovely. The water's normally really gin clear in here, but it's still murky at the minute, which is probably why I'm having so much success. Caught on half a Tiger Nut Banoffee boosted bottom bait with a yellow snowman header again on the Loops and Booms rig. Wicked. Right, good morning Only Carp fans. We're back at the Secret Lake. So I got here at 4 o'clock this morning. Probably just a bit before, just as it was getting light. Got the rods out. I put one full scoop in this time with the mix, which I'll show you in a bit. It's basically the same as last time, to be honest. Bit more maize just to keep costs down. And I've introduced the Instinct into it, a little bit of that. But yeah, anyway, got here, underarm the rods on the spot, left hand spot as usual, solid crack down, right hand spot, solid crack down this time. I did notice with the right hand spot the last time, on the odd occasion I was getting, not soft drops, but not the of gravel, the crack that you get down when the leg goes in. But yeah, that one went in sweet as well. Put one full scoop over each one because there's been no bait going in here for a week, and got everything set up, got into bed. It's probably about 5 o'clock, drifted off to sleep, and got woke up about 6 o'clock by an absolute screamer on the left hand rod. The battle was immense because I was asleep. It took me a while to register what was going on and to safely get down to the rods because you got a bit of a steep bank. Picked up the rod, played it for a bit. It ended up sort of in mid-water with a massive ball of weed around it. And yeah, it was a bit hairy. In the end, I had to hand line it in. So I got it in so far. I couldn't, the water's receded a little bit more, probably another 9 inches. So the platforms that I've made are not really adequate enough for me to properly get down into it and reach far into the water. If you didn't have any weed around the fish, it would be fine. That's my coffee done. But if you didn't have any weed around the fish, it would be fine. But the ball of weed was enormous. It was massive. So I've got him close to the edge. I'm picking a bit of weed away, and then he starts going again. In the end, I've had to hand line it, get him in with the ball of weed. I've just got enough weed out of the way so I could just get the fish and the weed in the net. Just turn this off. Get yourself a cafetiere. Get yourself on the real coffee. I think it's about a tenner for that. But I don't think I'd ever go back to instant. Just smells lovely. Although it does give you the old turtle head once you've had a swig. Right, so yeah, I got him into the net with the weed. Got him up into the cradle, picked all the weed away. Well happy. Right, so this is the mix. So I'm going mostly maize based, just because it's cheap. I can chuck it in. 12 quid for 25p, like I've said before. Got a little bit of hemp in here just to keep them rooting around. I've got, I'm just fishing with chops now, just to spread them out, just to make it last a little bit longer. Feels like you're getting double the bait, but it is double the pickups in a sense. So I've got some Tiger Nut Banoffee chops, and then I've also got the Instinct chops, and then a couple of scoops of Tiger Nut as well. And that's it, a bit of salmon oil in there. And that's it, that's the basic mix. So I'm only here for the day today, so I had that fish, put another half a scoop in, and then before I leave I'll chuck the whole lot on the 2 spots. And I don't think I'm going to be able to get back here till next weekend, so I'll put the whole lot in, and then I'll probably do another bucket of maize, the same mix again, another bucket. I'll come back on Wednesday, stick it over the 2 spots. So yeah, that'll be it. So when I come here next Saturday, it will just be literally a little scoop, just fishing for a bite. So yeah, I've seen a few rolling about, and a bit of activity on the spot, so you never know, could get another one out. We've got high pressure. I am leaving. I'm not staying for the full day because football's on, FA Cup final, so I should be gone lunchtime-ish, something like that, 1 o'clock. But I've already bagged one, so I'm happy with that. If I get a fish a day session, that's remarkable for him, because other people that I've spoke to, one other guy was telling me that catching fish on the deck is unheard of, really, isn't it? Which I know a few people that have, but a lot of people just come and float a fish here, and dog biscuits and whatnot. But yeah, because the weed can be a bit of a struggle for them. But yeah, there we go, that's it, that's the mix, nice and simple. Not too much boiling there, probably half a key of Tiger Nut Banoffee and about a quarter of a key of Instinct. I'm just starting to introduce that now. I'm not fishing it on the hook at the minute. I'm just going to start to introduce it, and then by Saturday next week I'll have one on the Tiger Nut Banoffee, one on the Instinct. And the Tiger Nuts I've got in there because, as you may have seen, I prepare my own Tiger Nut, so that works out quite cheap for me. So just a couple of scoops in there with the Tiger Nut as well, and that just gives you another hook bait option. to the deep.
Oh, this is good. Look at him shine.
Yes, mate.
Broke the freaking...
Broke the duck.
Yeah, broke it.
Wicked. Lovely colours these fish are, mate.
I know, yeah. More than happy with it racing than that, mate.
Yeah, it's like wild carp.
Yeah. Lovely. Absolutely
Nice,
prim, ain't they?
Yeah.
Chuffed.
Mate. Right guys, I think this will be day 3 of this episode in this series. 3-day sessions from this episode. So as you've seen, I had that stunning comment. Yeah, I was well happy with that one. So probably about an hour after I got here. An hour after I got here, not before I got here. Yeah, about an hour after I got here. Probably 5, something like that. And yeah, I slinged it, just waiting for that sun to come up, which is probably distorting the video now, I don't know. But yeah, just waiting for that sun to come up so I could get the real nice photos of it. So it's on the left hand rod again, or the left hand side, but I say that because I put both of them there now, because I think I've had 5 fish off the left hand spot and 1 off the right hand spot, or possibly 1 more off the left hand spot. But yeah, the right hand spot for some reason doesn't seem to be producing. When I was speaking with Josh about it, he reckons might be the patrol route, maybe what they're doing. They're hitting the left hand rod first, so that might be the reason why. And they're clearing everything up as they're coming through there first, and that's why I'm getting them on that one. So what I've done anyway is I've put both of the rods there, one in a bit closer, sort of right at the bottom of the shelf. The shelf steeps off quite vertically, quite aggressively, definitively. I don't know. But yeah, anyway, it slopes off quite quick. And so I've got one there. As I would imagine it as sort of like an island, like the margin of an island. It's quite steep, so that might hug that. That was my thinking behind it anyway. And then the other one in the usual spot, a little bit further out, probably half a rod length out further than the left hand rod. So I changed baits this time. I've started to add a bit of bank baits pellet in there, in the mix, which you should have a look at, by the way, because it's a really good pellet. So I added some of that into the mix when I've been pre-baiting. I've done 2 pre-baiting sessions in the last couple of weeks here. I can't imagine me getting one now with this high pressure, but you never know. Yeah, so I've done a couple of pre-baiting sessions, just come up, put the mix in that I showed you before, but we've added a little bit of pellet in there. And then I come up last night, probably about 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock, put about a quarter of a bucket in over that left hand margin, and yeah, that was the result. So they're definitely getting on the pre-bait. It's just showing by the captures that I'm having near enough straight away as I'm getting here. These fish are not pressured in any way, although I do know a few people that do fish here, but they're not mega pressured. So yeah, dropping that lead in probably is spooking them off. I have seen them spook off when I've been casting about before, so they are probably spooking off, but they're not shy of coming back in. I think I had one 10 minutes before I got here. once. But yeah, so they're definitely getting on it. Got an issue with some ducks at the moment. There's got to be about 15 ducks on here, and as soon as I get here, they're straight on me. And it's not too bad when you're pre-baiting. They're only here for obviously the food that I'm chucking in. They can't dive down deep enough where I'm fishing to get it, but I've got some maize and stuff in there, and any bits and bobs that float, basically they're trying to get that. So they're swarming around. But obviously when I set up this morning, I'm basically putting a couple of quarters of a scoop in, just in case all the bait has been cleared out, which I think it probably has during the night. And they're straight in, and then the remnants of the bait's floating about, and then they're swimming into the lines. They got tangled in one of the lines, which was a bit of a nose, and they just won't go away. So yeah, it's a bit annoying. I put the rod tips right down into the water, but they're trying to dive around and they're just getting caught in the water, caught in the line. So yeah, that's annoying. Just so dark, chestnut down towards the lower half of the body. It's a mint common. Mouse in pretty good condition. What I'm doing is I'm putting all the photos into a file, because they're commons, especially not easy to identify sometimes. So I want to see if I'm having recaptures or not, because we've already had one. Wayne's already caught one that I had. He caught it the week after I caught it. So I can get a better idea of some sort of stocking level there. But I've already weighed her. 22.5. Fell to the mighty dumbbell, the pellet mighty dumbbell, which I decided to put on from bank bait. How's that? Look at the colours of that. It's mad, isn't it? Proper dark, gnarly one. I have heard some splashing, just like spawning splashing, but I know they have spawned on here, but I'm pretty sure they was only spawning for a couple of days, so they might be at it again. I'll be packing up anyway. It's high pressure today, so it was only that morning period where I was going to have a chance. Over the pre-bait again. Started adding a little bit of pellet in the pre-bait as well from bank bait. And this is fell to the mighty dumbbell, the pellet mighty dumbbell, so yeah, working. Yeah, really good. I'll show you the other side. Oh, yeah, look at the colours on it. What a fish. It's mega. So dark, it's just jet black along the top. But yeah, what a fish. Right, I'm gonna get some stills. Probably think about packing up, to be honest. Might give it another hour or two. As you can see, it's beaming sun, high pressure today. Well, they'll all be up on the top soon. I might stay and put a few zigs on, I don't know. Could be a shout actually. But yeah, get a few stills and then that'll be it. Back to the deep. That'll be it. I hope you've enjoyed it. Don't forget to like, subscribe and hit the bell icon, and you won't miss the next episode or any episode. I think I might be going to linear next week. Maybe try and do a spot over zigs video for you. And we'll see how that goes. Right guys, thanks for watching, and that's Carpy.